Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm, great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Hello. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and I want to say hello to you guys, and I hope you're doing well. And I also want to say that I hope your investing journey has been going well. All of you, if you haven't started, all of you should be investing in something. People who plant seeds for the future have a big harvest. But how can you expect to harvest anything if you didn't plant anything? So are you a planter? Everybody who's planting for a future harvest, say something in the chat so I can congratulate you myself for the fact that you're changing your family for the next several generations. I'm very, very proud of you, and I want to see you do well. I want to see you make some money, and that's why you're going to see me in here talking to you every day and doing what I can to guide you to good decisions for yourself. So today, I wanted to hit on this really grim topic, man. This is super sad for me to even have to talk about. There's a trader, a young kid who today he was trading on Robinhood. Now, a lot of you guys are using the Robinhood app. A lot of you are invested on Robinhood, and he was trading options. And options have been a big topic in the Black Business School lately, big topic in our stock market investing class. You guys know the stock market is my area. That I wrote my dissertation on the stock market, so that's a big deal. I see that as a great key to wealth if you get involved with that. And he basically built up some losses. It looks like he had some debt maybe in his account, maybe made some bad trades. I don't know. He's a 20-year-old sophomore at the University of Nebraska. And then he killed himself. He literally took his own life because he thought that the debt was so high he couldn't get out of it. And I'm going to read some of this to you. Hit the thumbs up button. Everybody right now, put your hashtag B1 in the chat. B1 means that you're black first. On this channel, we're black first. We're intelligent, and we believe in economic empowerment. So give me a hashtag B1. Also, hit the thumbs up button. And what's up on Instagram? My Instagram is The Real Boyce Watkins. Or you can also follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram if you like daily financial news from a black perspective, because we keep it black around here all the time, every day. And we've been doing it. Before it was popular to be black, we were extra bliggity black, even on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you're black and proud, say it loud. All right, so let's keep going here. I'm going to read this article to you. This is on CNBC. It says a 20-year-old trader who said he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on the free trading app took his life, according to his family. According to a note, Alex Kearns blamed Robinhood for allowing him to take on the risk. But Alex may have misunderstood the financial statement, according to a relative. The events underscore the risk that comes with complicated financial instruments like options trading. All right, so I got to start here. First, I got to, real quick, go into Uncle Boyce mode, because I'm 48, not 28, not 18, and so I hope it's okay for me to go into Uncle Boyce mode for 1 second. And I want to give a little message to everybody listening, especially the young people, There's pretty much nothing that can happen in your life that should make you want to kill yourself, especially not something like money. There's a saying that I heard a long time ago about suicide where they said suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Once you kill yourself, ain't no coming back from dead. There ain't no coming back from dead. There is no, you can't get a refund when you decide you want to go cross over into the pearly gates. So I need you to at least give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying. That there is no reason for you to ever want to kill yourself. And it's really, really sad, especially when you have a young person who kills themselves because a girl lost her boyfriend. Well, studies show after about 8 weeks, you'll meet another nice man, and he'll probably be better than your ex-boyfriend anyway. I don't know if anybody's ever gone through it. You ever had an ex that broke up with you and your heart was broken? You thought you'd never get over it, And then a few months later, you meet somebody that's so much better. You want to send your ex a thank you card, like thank you for dumping me, because if you hadn't dumped me, I wouldn't have found the love of my life. That's happened to me probably about 12 times. Seriously, just in full disclosure, because I didn't get married. I'm getting married next year, but I took my time with that. So I've experienced that a lot, right? So most of the time, there's another old saying I'm gonna share with you guys that I really like that says there is nothing that is the worst thing that can happen to you. There's nothing that is the worst thing that can happen to you. We all have our nightmares. We have our biggest fears and the things we say, oh my God, if that would have happened, it'd be devastating. But guess what? In life, you're going to run up against your worst fear. Your worst nightmare is going to come to life at some point. And what's going to happen is that if you stand up, look it in the eye, face it head on, you're going to find yourself going to another level. You're going to find out that that's God's training program. That's how the universe makes you strong. That's how the universe makes you into the person that you don't have the courage to become right now. Sometimes we got to be pushed off the cliff to learn how to fly, right? Sometimes you got to be pushed into the fire to get fireproof skin. Sometimes you got to fall down a few times, to know how to keep getting back up. So what I want you to really understand is that, difficult situations, that's not when you're supposed to give up. That's when you're supposed to actually try 10 times harder, because that's your opportunity for growth. So I just want to lay that out there. Alicia is an expert in suicide, actually. When we went to Guyana, I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been following me for a while, you remember when we did the semester in Guyana, and I was doing the show every day from Guyana. And not Ghana. I went to Ghana year after that. Guyana was that's in South America, and she was actually there to help with the suicide rate, because the suicide rate in Guyana is super high since they had the whole Jim Jones thing where you had the white boy have everybody drinking the poison Kool-Aid and all that. If you don't see, that's why black people don't want vaccines, right? That's why ain't nobody getting the corona vaccine, because white people have been giving us poison Kool-Aid and Tuskegee experiments and stuff. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the topic here. This is not a light-hearted topic. Let me read more. Hit the thumbs up button, please. It says the events underscore the risk that comes with complicated financial instruments like options trading. So let me read some of this to you. On a small sticky note that 20-year-old Alex Kearns left on his bedroom door was an ominous message saying, turn on the computer. Daniel Kearns powered up his son's laptop in their home in Naperville, Illinois, which isn't too far from where I live, actually. And Naperville's a very affluent area, so he probably had a little bit of money in his family. Within seconds, a 4-paragraph letter flashed on the screen. If you're reading this, then I am dead, the note started. It was less than 24 hours after Alex had checked his account at the wildly popular trading app Robinhood. In his note, he thought he had quickly racked up a negative $730,000 cash balance. But Alex may have misunderstood the Robinhood financial statement, according to a relative. Quote, he thought he was exposed. He thought that ending his life would protect his family from the exposure. Bill Brewster, a cousin by marriage and an analyst at Solomar Capital, told CNBC in a phone interview. He got on his bike and never came home. So there's more to the story. He was a sophomore at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln studying management and had gained an interest in financial markets, according to his family. Robinhood has become really popular, particularly amongst young people. They've grown to 1 million users in 2016 and 10 million at the start of this year. And there's a lot of conversation right now about the fact that a lot of people who used to bet on sports are now betting on stocks. And so what that's doing is it's kind of changing the fundamentals and the dynamics of how stock prices move. For example, Hertz is a company whose stock should be pretty much close to zero because the company's in bankruptcy court. And in bankruptcy court, the creditors get paid before the stockholders. If you are a stockholder, you get paid last, which means in the case of Hertz in bankruptcy court, you're probably not going to get paid at all. But there are people who are still speculating on the stock because they're looking for the bigger fool. They're looking for somebody who will pay more than what they bought it for, and they don't care what the true intrinsic value is, which is probably causing Warren Buffett to go crazy. This is probably where he's like, man, I got to check out. I can't live in the world that we live in now because this is too much. But anyway, you're seeing a lot of changes, right? You're seeing a lot of change in terms of who is getting involved in the market. And I want to make one thing clear. And this is not judgmental at all. This is not me telling you what to do or anything like that. But I just want to make it clear as a finance professor, as a stock market guy, there is a big difference between gambling and investing. Gambling is not investing. When you're playing the stock market, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, you're not an investor. It's okay. It's okay. You're not investing. You are, rolling the dice, trying to hit that lucky 7 or whatever you're trying to, shaking them bones. That's what you're doing. You're betting. You're gambling. That's what you're doing. And it's okay for you to do that, but don't mistake gambling for investing. And options are kind of like the financial version of, like they're like an economic crack, right? They're very addictive because options allow you to have a huge amount of access to this really powerful thing called leverage. And leverage is it's like dating the most beautiful woman in the world who might cut your throat in the middle of the night, right? Like, because literally, if you're heavily involved in options trading, you're not an investor, you're a gambler. And it's fine, but if things go wrong, they go really, 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 really wrong. So options, I think options should be considered as part of anybody's investment strategy. I think options can allow you to one or two things. They either allow you to take on risk, which is what they call speculation, or they allow you to transfer risk, which might be called a hedge or protecting your investments, right? So I would almost say for sure with this poor kid, it sounds like he got involved with rolling the dice on the options and it didn't work out and he overreacted. And it makes me really sad. Like, I really wish I could talk to him and let him know, like, look, man, it's going to be okay. Like, you're young. When we're young, we do stupid stuff. How many of you did really stupid things when you were 20? I have too many. I have to raise both hands and both legs because I did at least one stupid thing a month when I was 20. And I was pretty smart, actually. I was a straight A student, and I was still stupid at 20 compared to what I am now. And so any young person in here, the reality is that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, and none of them are worth killing yourself over. The only suicide that I've ever heard of that actually made almost a little bit of sense was when Don Cornelius remember Don Cornelius who did Soul Train? He killed himself. And I think that for him, he had a terminal illness and he probably thought about it and said, you know what? I had a good life. I had a good run. I had a lot of great experiences. I made a lot of money. I kissed some pretty girls. And I just don't want to go out like that. I don't want to go out in a hospital bed, with some hospital taking another $1 million out of my bank account, and me sort of not being the man that I want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and just, write the final chapter and go out my way. That to me, honestly, I'm just going to keep it honest with you. Some of you may think suicide never ever makes sense. I'm kind of rational in the sense, I try to be rational in the sense that sometimes, I think it's actually not a terrible choice. Am I a bad person for saying that? I don't know. I don't think I am. But at 20, my God, I feel so bad because you've got so much in front of you. The reality is that you have to be as old as I am to know how young you are, right? So I just want to, really let the young people know when you start investing, make sure you at least know the difference between investing and gambling, or planting a seed for the future. Investing is when you plant a seed. That is when you plant a seed, you leave it alone, and you let your seed grow. Warren Buffett said that if you're not prepared to hold a stock for at least 10 years, you shouldn't hold it for 10 minutes. So Warren Buffett is more of the long-term, old-school kind of investor, and you see what that's done for him. Warren Buffett planted a seed of $114 in 1942. That's worth $455,000 now, or something ridiculous like that, right? So that's the kind of investing that he talks about. That's the kind of investing that you can depend on. That's the kind of investing that has allowed everybody who's done it over the last 120 years to build tremendous amounts of family wealth. Options trading actually can put you in Gamblers Anonymous. I took a finance class in college with a guy who was a trader way back in the day. And he told me that he didn't realize that by trading stocks every day, doing what they call day trading and options trading and all that he didn't realize that he was forming a gambling addiction. So he said on one day when the market had a major crash, he said, I made $87,000 that day. And by the end of the day, I was negative $120,000 or something like that. He said, when that happened, when I hit rock bottom, I knew I had to go to Gamblers Anonymous because I could not stop. right? So the big danger of Robinhood attracting all these young people is they're bringing in a lot of what they call uninformed investors, young people who don't know anything about fundamentals, don't care anything about diversification, don't know anything about proper asset allocation, the difference between a growth stock and a value stock, and what dividend stocks do, and versus emerging markets portfolios and mutual funds and ETFs. They don't care about all of that. They're there because it's a good replacement for the fact that they can't bet on the Lakers against the Cavs. They can't do that anymore right now because of the pandemic, so they've sort of switched over to something else. So for those of you who are investors, and everybody in here, I hope that you guys give me a yes if you're invested already, if you're already participating in the stock market. That's my goal. One of my goals is I want as many black people as possible to participate in all the three major forms of investing. That's stock and bond investing, real estate investing, and entrepreneurship. Those are the three ways that people get rich, and I really want all of you to do that for your family on some level at whatever pace you feel comfortable. I'll just say, just be careful, do your research, do your homework, and remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. That's why we did the video the other day about the blessing looms that are going through Facebook and all that, and it was a hard video to do because so many of you are involved in multi-level marketing. Some of you are involved in blessing looms, which actually technically according to the law are pyramid schemes. Some of you involved in Ponzi schemes, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, and some of you, because some of you have made money at it, there was a company called BitConnect that was a straight up pyramid scheme, and I analyzed it and I said, whoa, this is not good, this should be illegal. And I did a video on it, and so many people got mad. So many people emailed me, and they said, "No, Dr. Boyce, this is building wealth for our community. Why would you do this? Why are you saying these things?" And then about maybe a month later, BitConnect was gone, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. So I'm just gonna say, the best money is not the fast money. The best money is the slow money, or at the very least, it's almost like picking a wife. The fast girl with the nice booty on Instagram, that might really get you going real fast, man. But the best woman is that woman you can depend on, that woman who's solid as a rock. And the same thing is true for picking a man too, because y'all ladies, y'all know y'all like the bad boys, and y'all know what the bad boys do. Eventually you end up with a black eye, and you're bailing somebody out of jail, and ain't nobody taking care of your kids. So the same thing probably applies for male and female, and the same thing is true when it comes to building a relationship with your long-term economic future. So build that sturdy relationship that's going to help you be safe and secure and build for your family, and that's what I want you to do. All right, so I'm out of here. Some of you were asking some questions, fundamentals about options, stuff like that. We have a stock market program, a whole black stock market program. If you want to join it, it's $1 for the first month. Feel free to go give it a try. You can go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com, THE, that's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. Everybody loves it. And if you don't love it, then let us know. We'll give you your $1 back. The first month is $1. After that, it's $89 a month, but it's really, really good. And again, I don't want you to sign up for anything unless you love it. If you don't love it, then don't do it. But if you're in there and you love it, then I want you to just tell everybody, because we're building a black-owned university at the Black Business School. We just crossed 100,000 students, which makes me proud as hell. And we're going to be around for the next 400 years because I've even gotten it written in my will that this institution is going to continue to grow even after I'm gone. So take care, guys. Have a good day. Hit the thumbs up button before you go. Thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm out of here. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Take care. Love you. Peace.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.